city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA, the only ones in this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lapino. You need to meet with Alex immediately at the Roscoe Street station.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, falling fast. It was colder than the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks as if the heavens were ready to fall. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this. My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Stop. Roscoe Street Station. And Alex. The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him. Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast. Would ease the pain.
It's me you're talking to.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast. The pills would hold the pain back for a while. Security panel let out a mocking cackle. I'd need the right code.
You're asking for it.
Take it easy!
Hey,
While looking for Alex, I had ended up in the middle of a big-time crime operation.
hitting Roscoe Bank.
The gate was locked. I would have to find another way to get to the tunnel.
say goodbye. You saved me, man.
What's going on here?
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure, sounds good. Follow me.
Where are you going? The control room's up the stairs. Hey, where are you going? Hey, where are you going? Hey, where are you going? Frank, the control room's up the stairs. To go to the control room on my own without you and your gun. Home free. This way. Hey, get out!
तो खा ले तब दे ही जाए खाना देखी खा लेना पहले तो खुद खा ले
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. Power was back on.
ब्रेड है ब्रेड तो खा लेंगे पेट भी नहीं भरा होगा
So much for being subtle.
What the hell?
अरे यार तू उठा रहेगा वो अर्थ 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 बढ़िया तरह क्या हो रहेगा तेरा खून सही हो गया सर्कुलेशन
The rusty door led to an abandoned park station closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down at Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was going to find out.
कद्दी ब्रेड इन्हों भी दे दो यार आलू में भी दे
Check the Pino. Yeah, spooky. But all...
shut ages ago and the bomb was missing a detonator.
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way. New York's finest. They got
From the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being... Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit. Bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack. I nearly shot you.
Alex, like Glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery. A tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place? Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's... Alex? Alex!
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes. Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes. Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing it both.
Pain in the butt. Pain to the max. Spot pain. Gotta take it Harbor City for you. Eat back and lie
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
Bosses! Everything all right? Bosses! Joey! Virgilio! You right there? They're not answering. Call the others. Come quick. Okay, but we gotta go in now. Bosses! We're coming in! Hey!
once. The V deal meant added security, locked doors, lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. The V deal meant added security, locked doors, lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spoof story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin. Easy. The staircase was locked and the elevator had been busted for a decade or more. Just gotten my 15 minutes of fame. ladies. Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
And now, an all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Acer Corporation.
My lady.
My lord.
My lady, there is a matter of great importance I must bring to your attention.
My lord, there is?
Hey, Indeed, my lady, there is indeed. From the very first moment we met. Hey!
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. They had to be careful.
There he is! The sucker!
Oh, careful! It might kick back! Whack!
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues to pass.
This party had been dead for a while. I couldn't say I was sorry I missed the show.
कर दे मुंडी इधर करते हैं कर दे सो कर दे मुंडी ले लटका के सो रहा है
for sure.
Pain in the butt.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
Bosses! Everything all right? Bosses! Joey! Virgilio! They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go now. Bosses! We're coming in!
The V dealman headed security, locked doors, lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a smoke story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
Hey!
Getting out was not going to be easy. The staircase was locked and the elevator had been busted for a decade or more.
Take whatever steps necessary. Here's stated as now to your Take whatever steps necessary. Here's stated as Take whatever steps necessary.
Yeah, something's wrong with the boss.
What the hell?
Previously on War Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
And now, an all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Acer Corporation.
My lady.
My lord.
My lady, there is a matter of great importance I must bring to your attention.
My lord, there is?
Indeed, my lady, there is indeed. From the very first moment,
V had junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
in the autumn leaves blazing like the colors of your hair.
Oh, my lord, you should not say so.
But my lady, I must.
This cannot be. This must.
Why, my love, why?
My lord, it is too dreadful. Do not force me to speak the words.
My lady, I beg of you. No, I would rather die.
Yes, my lord, we should both be dead, for this shame is too great for the living. My lord, I am your long-lost sister.
Piece of crap! Ooh.
trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. And we need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old, a few hundred.
One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. And we need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old, a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far past the point of no return, I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it. Diary on the table. Vice cop blush.
Had talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent her the latest one-eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. It would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਪੈਰ ਪਾਏ ਪੁੱਛਣ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਪਾਉ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਪਿੰਡੋਂ ਆਏ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਯੂਪੀ ਤੋਂ ਜੇ ਆਇਆ ਆਪ ਹੁਣ ਯੂਪੀ ਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪੂਜਾ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਪੱਗ ਤੂੰ ਬੋਲਦਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕੀ ਗੱਲ ਪਾਉ ਯੂਪੀ ਚ ਬੰਦਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਤੂੰ ਕਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਇਆ ਦੂਜਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਜੱਟਾਂ ਨੇ ਯੂਪੀ ਚ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਦੂਜਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਜੱਟਾਂ ਨੇ ਯੂਪੀ ਚ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀ ਯੂਪੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਪਿੱਛੋਂ
service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack. The old service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.
cops were doing a full-scale siege next door. There!
Storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state area, as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue. Many roadways are already closed, and people are advised to stay indoors. The severe blizzard has ravaged New York for 3 days now, with no end in sight.
We'd been snowed from the start in the Valkyr case. The forecast said there was plenty more where that had come from. But the snowbound city was on my side. Less chance of innocent bystanders getting caught in the crossfire. Exhibit number 1, a newspaper.
Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in LA or Mexico? They can't even get a ticket. If I was a bloodsucker, I'd move to the North Pole. Winter's one long night. Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in LA or Mexico? They can't even get a tan. If I was a bloodsucker, I'd move to the North Pole.
Trust me, you don't want to piss wet now. Gentlemen, let's do business. Green for green. Cheers at green-eyed angels. Amen.
A lifetime ago, this would have gone down as a narcotics arrest. It was dirty money. The transparent cylinders glowed green, full of Valkyr. key, I'd never get past this door. The door was locked. I'd need a key to get through. Without a key, there was a key on the table.
Two-man dog killers, ready to murder each other.
Rico Muerte, big-time hustler.
Who the hell?
It's that.
Muerte went for his gun. switchboard was still in use. There was an old telephone switchboard.
Boss, Corneli, that's Max. Boss, Corneli, that's Max Payne. That game started capping us. He killed him. Are you freaking kidding me? He's just one lousy cop. You better be freaking kidding me. Whack him. What's the freaking problem? Hello? Answer me. Hello?
The word was out. A deadly virus released into the city's corrupt circulatory system. Something wicked this way comes. Max Payne at large. seedy hangout for all kinds of sleaze. A liquor store, a pawn shop, a laundromat full of mobster bookies and loan sharks. The list went on. The ringing in my ears was the sound of a mob war being waged. Exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
I don't know about this. Hey! building was rigged with explosives. Another bomb exploded inside the closest slum building.